Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. This is an experiment, YouTube. Just practicing here with my live streaming. I'm writing an article. And we'll see if anybody tunes in for it. Close that. Okay. That's 2 copies of the same thing. Really, I just want to see how this works. You can see it's very exciting. I should probably smile while I'm on the computer. Yesterday, streaming had 1 person tune in to the live channel here. I didn't share it. I'm just curious to see if anybody shows up. If anybody chimes in, what's this? Now we got multiples. No, I don't want to read that on there. The whole internet, all 0. Gotta turn that shit off. Turn that off. You can see it's the most interesting live stream of all time. Basically, just seeing how this works. I guess I can turn this up a little. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. What is going on here? So easy to get distracted. Anybody tunes in, I see I have 1 viewer right now. If you are a viewer, please let me know you're here. I'm just experimenting with live streams here. Writing an article. Ah, got it. Nice. We have a viewer. What's up, viewer? Looks like there's about a 10-second lag on here. You can see how exciting this live stream is. Curious who's chimed in here, who's tuned in. It's about a 10-second lag, so we'll see if you stick around. Basically, I am doing some work. It's funny, the other day I went online and saw there was one video gamer on Twitch who had like 27,000 people watching him play a video game. And I'm curious to see if people will tune in for somebody writing an article, to kind of collaborate. It's interesting to see there's about a 10-second lag here, I think. Let's test it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's about a 10-second lag, so it's not necessarily real time. Experimenting with OBS, which is pretty cool. It's a free live streaming platform. There on OBS, it looks like I'm in real time, more or less. So that's pretty cool. But we have a viewer, whoever you are, viewer. I'm sure that you're really enjoying the stream here as I fiddle around. Just in case you're wondering, viewer, chime in. Ah, on YouTube. Nice. Yeah. It's good to see somebody popped up. Are you my viewer, Irene? This is exciting. I think I have my viewer on the line here. Now it looks like my camera has frozen up. No, it hasn't. That's just me being immobile. It's funny watching these gamers. Cool. Word. Later. Thanks for letting me know you saw that, Irene. Appreciate that. David Markham, thanks for tuning in. There's about a 10-second lag here. I know this is not very exciting, but I'm just kind of figuring out how to live stream on here. On YouTube, I can adjust all these doodads in OBS. Pretty exciting. And really kind of doing a little experiment here, seeing how many people get notified. You hear talk about YouTube and other social media networks kind of suppressing dissent and stuff. Obviously, this is not an exciting live stream, but interesting. You know, I don't know. It's too bad there's a lag. It'd be cool if it was real time. Really cool if it was real time, but there's about a 10-second lag. Wonder how I change that. I don't know. It goes to email, huh? That's cool. I'm contemplating live streaming as I write articles, even though it's kind of boring as for people viewing, but it might keep me on task and showcase the excitement that is being a member of the independent media here on social media. Also just fiddling around with my formatting and stuff. So I know, very exciting. Very exciting. David, I can't believe you're still watching, bud. Appreciate that. I'm gonna open up your channel. See if you. Oh yeah, nice wave there, David. That is sick. I'm gonna go ahead and subscribe to you, David, because I appreciate you tuning in to the channel. We have 3 viewers now. What's up? I know this is super exciting. Most exciting video on the internet. This is kind of fun. Irene saying you should document it powerfully. People opening up packages. It's a thing. Apparently people open up packages on their live streams. That's pretty funny. Let's see what's going on in the world. This is Rice Farmer. I got tuned in to, or turned on to his work while I was working with Michael C. Rupert back in the day. And I'm writing, well, I'm researching, I'm doing some interviews with people about, let's get out of here. I'm done dealing with that. It's interesting, though. The Pentagon paid millions for paid patriotism marketing campaigns. Pretty hilarious how that works out. How much? 6.8 million professional sports franchises. It's an article from November 5th, 2015. No surprise that the whole take a knee thing in the NFL is attracting some negative attention from the Trumpo squad when the government, the U.S. military, the military-industrial complex pays millions of dollars that we know about to get the NFL to do stuff like that. It's kind of like when the NFL players all wear pink for breast cancer research, of course. What's up, David? In the car driving to work now. Nice. Well, thanks for tuning in, brother. I appreciate having somebody on board. I just subscribed to your channel. You're going to have to put some videos up so I know what you're up to. You got no videos. Oh, wait. Oh, you liked my video. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see, we're live now. It's good to see how that shows up. See, I'm learning here. You know, it's funny being on the cusp between being a millennial or a Gen Xer. I don't know how to fucking live stream on YouTube. I can barely figure it out on Facebook. But there's this. It's kind of fun. I can add all sorts of different things in here. This is trippy as going like this. Kind of dig that. That might be my whole intro. My whole intro segment for these sorts of videos. Just to really let people know. We got people chiming in. So this is the life of a independent journalist online. Super duper exciting, I'm sure. But like I said, I'm trying to do some research on the Puerto Rico situation. And rice farmer kind of lacking in coverage there yesterday. Official Hurricane Maria set Puerto Rico back decades. Again, I reached out to about 3 people. Well, I did to 3 people today. Puerto Ricans living in the USA that are all activists and aware people, seeing if they would want to do an interview on this topic. Because it's really important. Puerto Rico, $74 billion in debt and looking to be in even worse shape now. What did Trumpo tweet? Let's see. His tweets on the topic were kind of offensive. It's amazing how much this guy tweets. It's like, let's see. Puerto Rico. We will get through this together. Let's hear what Trumpo had to say.
I'd like to take a moment to send America's hearts and prayers to the people of Puerto Rico and the U.S.
I'll keep playing. Let's see.
Spain together face many critical dangers and challenges, from North Korea to Iran to Venezuela. We thank Spain.
Let's hear what he had to say.
Spain together face many critical dangers and challenges.
Oh, that was the wrong one. It'd be interesting to see if this turns up too.
His hearts and prayers to the people of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Good.
Both have been devastated.
So we got desktop audio.
Absolutely devastated by Hurricane Maria, and we're doing everything in our power to help the hard-hit people of both.
Again, this is an experimental video.
Virgin Islands. A massive effort is underway, and we have been really treated very, very nicely by the governor and by everybody else. They know how hard we're working and what a good job we're doing. As we speak, FEMA, our great first responders, and all available federal resources, including the military, are being marshaled to save lives, protect families, and begin a long and very, very difficult restoration process. I have directed all relevant departments and agencies to assist in the response and recovery effort. As Governor Rossello just told me this morning, the entire federal workforce is doing great work in Puerto Rico, and I appreciated his saying it, and he's saying it to anybody that will listen. Our team has been incredible after having gone through Texas and then Florida with other stops along the way.
Florida.
And he further went on, he said, and through the Trump administration's leadership, the relationship between FEMA and my team is very, very strong. I will be going to Puerto Rico on Tuesday. I'll also be going to the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Don't have it
Over the last several weeks, our nation has been tested by the destructive force of Mother Nature.
So that's going to be a little
We will respond to it with an even mightier force. The resolve of the American spirit. Texas, Louisiana, and Florida are in really good shape. and moving along well. We thank all of the first responders and volunteers who have risked their lives, and that's what they did. They risked their lives. To all of those impacted by the trouble and these horrible hurricanes and storms that have affected and impacted our country, I thank you. The recovery process will be a very, very difficult one. We will get through this, and we will get through it together. We will be stronger. We will be bigger. We will be better. Thank you very much.
So there we go. That was Trump's comments on Puerto Rico today. Touching sentiments from the Presidente. We got a viewer still. If that's David, let me know. Whoever it is. Again, this is just some experimental live streaming. Super exciting, I know. Maybe actually I can use this to improve my effectiveness at working on stuff, though, that's for sure. Using time efficiently. So what I'm doing here is taking these Trump tweets and copying them so I can put them all in order. On the other computer I have Photoshop, but on this one I do not. It's just my little laptop. So that's what's going on here. I know it's exciting. Apparently people, Puerto Rico's in deep trouble. Kind of rude comments from Trumpo today about Puerto Rico, if you read it here. Texas and Florida are doing great, but Puerto Rico, which was already suffering from broken infrastructure and massive debt, is in deep trouble. I'll copy all that. Looks pretty decent, right? There we go. Again, this is not the best way to do this. Backstep that. Call it good. Trump tweets. Puerto Rico. This will theoretically make my tweet, or this picture, I should say, show up more effectively in search results. If this story goes reasonably viral on wakeupnews.net, I will be able to get a little more traffic from people searching for Trump tweets and such. That's cool. We had 7 people follow the blog today. This guy, I think, is a troller. I checked him out earlier. So that's sweet. I guess it wasn't 7 following today, but 7 total. Got a good following here. This is not the accurate webpage. That's nothing. So let's see what we're doing here. Got a few hundred more likes today. It's interesting, once we hit 500K the other day, it started to slow down. Somebody's posting on the page. Some Bob Marley. Storm Clouds Gathering. Good to see he's alright. Some Hippy Dippy. Mortal Technique, Rich Man's World. It's good to see the other editors at Wake Up are putting some work in. Me, I've been working on this website a lot. See how we're doing stats wise while we're in the mix here. Maybe I should make my picture a little smaller here. Again, I know this is not the most exciting live stream in the history of the internet, but we do have somebody watching. Whoever you are, chime in, let me know who you are. I appreciate it. Just to know if it's still David Markham. Cheers, brother. Thanks for tuning in. says my stream health is yellow. It makes me have to pee. But let's see how we're doing here in stats. 800 people, you know, when you post a new article, that's the general trend. It's amazing how traffic falls off for a relatively new website. And I think I posted one yesterday. Only 25 views, so I gotta improve my headline substantially. This was the day I posted, why doesn't the U.S. Department of Defense steer these hurricanes back out to sea? You can see we're getting, it's amazing how interest falls off so quickly in the modern news cycle. But I'm going to want a new blog post. We'll call this one initially Puerto Rico draft. Again, I got a couple people on board to interview, so that'll be cool. Adding a picture. Just throw that in there as a start here. The rice farmer kind of coming up dry on Puerto Rico coverage. Check Jenna's site out. See if she's got anything I haven't seen yet. Okay, that's the dam failure. We've seen that. Some very sensationalistic coverage from our friends at Zero Hedge. Good picks. The island of Dominica hit really hard by this hurricane too. So yeah. Anyway, moving along. We're done with that, but that's funny. Okay, this is good. A friend linked me to this earlier. That's interesting. The DHS extended a waiver of the Jones Act to relieve Puerto Rico, but the waiver expired last night on September 22nd, 2017. By signing this petition, you're telling the DHS and the POTUS to waive the Jones Act for another 12 months to give Puerto Rico the relief it needs to recover and rebuild its infrastructure and economy. So what I'm going to do here is copy that, go into Google. Has anybody got a better search engine? If you're watching, you know something I should be using instead of Google? Please let me know. Now look at that. So what we're doing here, we're looking for a secondary source to confirm what we found on that petition site. And yes, I am multitasking. Just got a message from a friend. Hey, one of my good buds, American living Puerto Rico, was at his wedding a year ago. Yes. Love. I would love to. So this is good. Connections, getting me some interviews. Looking to get as many on the ground sources as possible. Send. Well, thank you so much. Hoping to see this fall, but I may be down in the Caribbean. I put the feelers out this morning to potentially head down to the island of Dominica or Puerto Rico to help out there. But I may be down in the Caribe. Again, if people will watch somebody, smiley face, winky face. People will watch these clowns play video games online. Maybe people will watch somebody write an article. In a way, you can learn a lot. And maybe people will, I don't know, you might be able to learn something from me. This is my process, and ironically, or not ironically, interestingly, by doing this, I very well may improve my process, because actually live streaming it makes me think about it, what I'm doing, how I'm using my time, and speaking out loud. So this video is remotely interesting to the person who's watching it. Might actually help me to focus a little more, as crazy as that sounds. So we still don't have a title for that. David Markham, thanks for watching my vid. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I am. So nice out right now. I'm going for a bike ride. So I'm gonna pause my stream.